Greetings, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls Remastered. Guided playthrough for the PS4. And today we're going to work on we're going to tie up some loose ends from different quest lines that we started, and we're also going to work on the Great Hollow, trying to go down and explore that area, and that should wrap us up for the day. So. Anyways, first what we're going to do is head on into the Daughters of Chaos area, because we want to go take on Laurentus. As you can see, he's gone now. Alright, so he went off down into Light Town. I'm going to go find him right quick. Also need to pick up an armor set. Alright, here's the first thing we need to do. If you have been killing Knight Kirk throughout the game, throughout the playthrough, and you killed him 3 times, then his armor set will now be right here. Helm of Kirk, Knight of Thorns, a notorious member of the Dark Race. A dense patch of thorns grows from its surface. It is a fitting item for the murderous Kirk, for by simply wearing it and rolling, one can damage enemies. Oh, nice. Alright. Now we don't need this ring anymore, so we can put on a rusted iron ring. Because we're going to be running around in the swamp here in a minute, so... Actually, I got a better idea. Let's do this. Let's farm up the rest of our sunlight metals. We only need 20. I think we have around 10 or so at this point. Let me see. Yeah, almost 10, maybe 9. So we only need 20 to do what we have to do, so it shouldn't take real long. These drop fairly quickly, so... Still in shock and awe that that red Titanite slab dropped. I can't believe that thing dropped. Blows my mind. Such a rare drop. Oh, here's Solar. Let's talk to him real quick.
What now? What should I do? My son. My dear son. Oh my.
Okay, so at this point, if you did not kill this bug down here, he would have turned hollow and been ready to fight you right there. try this a few times. If I can get some drop fairly quickly, then we'll do this. If not, then I'm gonna do it later. I thought at least maybe one or two would have dropped right there, but it didn't. So, any humanities? Guess we can use these. Increase our drop rate a little bit. Yeah, the Great Hollow is also like a kind of a secret area that I mentioned before. Like they want you to find it, but if you don't find it, it's not like you don't have to have it in order to play the game. So. There's one. Alright, cool. So make sure you don't hit Soul there, right here. He kind of stays right there for a while, so. There's one more. There we go. One of the rare times I'm actually recording during the day. I was gonna play last night, but I was just really tired. Didn't get a chance to get on here. So if you're going for platinums, or excuse me, a platinum in this game, it will require you to do at least 2.5 playthroughs, because you have to get all the boss weapons, and the Soul of Sith is used for 3 of them. It's a Great Sword of Artorias and Great Sword of Artorias Cursed and the Great Shield of Artorias. So you need to kill Sith 3 times. And then the rest of the items you get through killing enemies for rare items, and then upgrading each weapon on this weapon path. But I mentioned that really because I want to talk about the miracles. So we're about to join the Sunlight Covenant after we get these 20 medals. And the Sunlight Covenant is our next to last covenant that we need for the whole all the covenants. And it drops. It has a Sunlight Blade, which is like the Dark Moon Blade as well, but we'll use the Dark Moon Blade for a little while, Miracle, until we kill Gwendolyn. Then it'll be null and void. Won't be able to use it anymore. So Sunlight Blade is going to be the next one we're going to use. But The Great Sunlight Spear is the weapon or the magic spell that Gwen uses. And you can't get the Sunlight Spear, the Great Sunlight Spear, I should say, until the second playthrough, because you have to join the Covenant again and then trade his soul, Gwen's soul, to it in order to get it. So if you're trying to get all the miracles, you can't get all the miracles until the second playthrough. But you also need Gwen's Lord Soul, or Gwen's Soul, I should say, for his sword as well. So he has 2 weapons: Sif 3, Gwen 2, Sif 3. Let's see. I think Moonlight Butterfly has 2 also, and I think Gwendolyn has 2. But yeah, if you just follow the path, the upgrade weapon paths for bosses, you should be fine. You'll have all of them by the end of the second playthrough. But one, you still have to get the third one for Sif. So. But at that point, it won't take you long. I mean, you should be rolling through the bosses pretty quickly and not have to worry about upgrading your weapons and armor and all that, because it all should be upgraded, and your character should be pretty strong at that point. So you don't have to be very careful, like when you first start off. How many we got? Let's see, we got 12. Wow. Sunlight Covenant's pretty cool though. I mean, that's I believe Solaire is chilling next to the statue, but when you go into Undead Burg, right where you see the Hellkite come down, and then you run into that bonfire, the statue to join the Covenant is right there. But you can't join it until you have a certain amount of faith. I don't know how much it is, but I think it's maybe 10 faith or 18 faith. Wow, we got lucky there. 3. Man, that's pretty good. We got no. 16. Alright, 4 more. Not too bad. Yeah, so we should be able to get it pretty quick. The main idea behind me trying to get these covenants out of the way is that once we get them out of the way, we upgrade them fully, then we can go to Gwendolyn's Covenant, join it again, and then use that Dark Moon Blade miracle, because it requires 30 faith, and so does the sunlight blade or whatever. And that's what we want. We won't be able to use both of those against bosses. But if we don't have Gwendolyn's Covenant attached to us, then it becomes null and void. We can't use it. So try to get these covenants out of the way, get all the items we need from them, and then move forward through the playthrough, and have 2 buffs for our weapon. So that'll help us out a lot. So that's the idea behind it all. I think a lot too. The one that's going to suck a lot is trying to get the dragon scales for the Dragon Covenant, which is down in the Great Hollow. It's one of the last ones we have to do. Because the only ones that drop the dragon scales, I mean, you can find them in the world, and there's a lot of them down in the Great Hollow, but for enemies to drop them, the only ones that do it is the Drakes in Drake's Valley, and you saw how we had to deal with those guys. They're not terribly tough, just you have to be careful with that lightning attack, especially if you try to fight more than one at a time. You could die real easily, so the run back and farming is kind of a pain, but if you want to get all the items and all in the covenants on the first playthrough, so you don't have to mess with it at all in the second, then it's the easiest way to go about it. Is just to get them all right like that. And it doesn't take too long, but it also provides ample opportunity for you to level up your character quite a bit, because you end up pulling a lot of souls when you fight those drakes. So good farming opportunity to level up and also grab a bunch of items you haven't bought yet from different vendors and stuff. Because we still have quite a few spells we need to buy from Dusk. Has some spells we need to get. Petrus still has spells we need to buy. Quaylana also has some spells. There's some items we haven't gotten from different vendors also. So if whenever we end this playthrough, I think the homework's going to be to farm up your dragon scales. I think you need 30. No, maybe just 20. I'll have to look it up and see. I don't want to give you the wrong information like last time with the humanities. Yeah, but it may be just 20 dragon scales. And we already have, let's see. How many do we have? We already have 6, so that isn't bad. And we're going to pick up quite a few rolling down into the Great Hollow. So that might cut your farming time down quite a bit. I think last time I played this game, I used the dragon scales and upgraded the Drake sword. So I ended up running out of dragon scales before I knew it, and then I had to farm all of them for the Covenant. So it took me a little while longer. Really? Seems like they did that one big drop for us, and now they're being stingy. Come on, let's get this done. Just 4 more. Alright, 3 more. Let's go. And it seems I'm gonna have to buy some more arrows too. So let's talk about the Great Hollow real quick. This the area is a death trap. It seems like because you can fall. It's just a bunch of branches, kind of like this, and if you're not careful, you can drop to your death like quite easily. So you might have to run back a few times once you get down there if you're not used to the area. But just take your time. You know, walk slow. And make sure you kill the enemies down there, because they'll curse you. They're another type of basilisk, like we saw in the depths. Oh, come on, 2 more. Let's get it. 2 more, and we can move on. Wow, that was unlucky. Sometimes the RNG just is not on my side at all. But when it is, that's great too. I don't know if you guys ever played Demon's Souls on PS3. Now that it's out, PS5 though, it's definitely worth playing. But that one, there was an item in there called Pure Blade Stone that dropped off of these guys. And you had to be in pure black world tendency in order to get the right enemies to appear in the zone. that dropped it, but Pure Blaze Stone was like the hardest item to find in the game, and you had to run back and forth, constantly killing those guys over and over and over again to see if they drop it. And I finally got one to drop, but I remember watching this other guy play. He got 2 to drop like back to back off those guys once. I thought that was pretty cool. That's really good luck. Alright, one more. Let's see if we'll get it from these 3 here. Oh, no. I thought there was... Oh, man. Where is it? There should be another one. Oh, there is in the end. Yeah, that's the other item they drop is their red Titanite chunks. Almost there, guys. Just one more. It'll be good. Oh yeah, I also mentioned, or like to mention that the Great Hollow, the reason why I wait till this part of the game to do it is because I have the Lord Vessel for warping. Like, you can climb out of the Great Hollow, it just really sucks. It is not fun at all. You gotta climb all the trees and watch all the basilisks, make sure you don't get cursed. Then there's always the chance of you falling and having to do it all over again, so it's just a real tedious thing to do. Plus, there's kind of like this one glitch spot that's hard to walk over. It's almost like you're gonna fall. It looks like you're gonna walk on air, basically, when you get to it. Goodness. Definitely didn't think it'd take this long. We're at almost 30 minutes and we're still not done, but we need one. Come on, let's get it. believe it hasn't dropped first yet. Well, you will get it though. Great Hollow doesn't take that long. So, there's a couple of things we do to do in there, but really want to get this covenant out of the way so we don't have to, we can get it out of the way and not have to mess with it anymore, and get the dragon covenant, farm the dragon scales, and then go back and join the other one. So that's kind of why I want to just get this out of the way. I know it kind of sucks to watch nothing but farming, but I didn't think it would take this long. I really thought we'd be done already. Hopefully we'll get it here shortly. Alright, there we go. Finally got it. Alright, so go to the Sunlight Altar. That's the bonfire right after the Drake or whatever, or Hellkite, what are you gonna call him? An undead bird. You see him flying off there. Well, we are gonna kill that guy also, eventually. Here's the Sunlight Altar. This is the statue of Gwyn's firstborn. If you remember through reading all the items, he's been kicked out of Anor Londo, and all the remnants of his likeness and everything have all been destroyed. So that's why the statues are broken down. Alright, and then we're gonna go ahead and offer Sunlight Metal. Okay, that's incorrect. Sunlight Blade is an item you pick up in a chest in Anor Londo when you kill Gwendolyn. My bad. The lightning spear are the two you get from the two lightning spears are the ones you get from doing the 20 sunlight metals. So we got lightning spear and great lightning spear, and then the other one is maybe it's like great lord lightning spear. That's the one you get from Gwyn's soul. Miracle passed down to those bound by the warrior Sunlight Covenant. Hurl lightning spear. Lightning spears inflict rare lightning damage and are very effective against magic, fire, and most of all dragons. And then we got the other one, which is the weapon of the god of war, who inherited the sunlight of Lord Gwyn, but had respect only for arms and nothing else. Alright. Now we are going to go to... Let's see. We need to grab some more arrows. So let's go to the Undead Parish real quick and talk to Andre. Plus we need to drop off that flame or that ember also. But I don't think we dropped it. We don't drop the ember off at Andre. We drop it off at the undead blacksmith down in the catacombs. So. But this guy, Andre will talk about that ember though. He just won't take it from me.
That's an odd ember you have there. I know what you're thinking, but I'm no good with those. It won't be easy, but I'm afraid you'll have to look for someone else.
Alright, so we need some arrows, right? Yeah, let's get some more arrows.
Don't get yourself killed.
We're gonna need a rusted iron ring back. Here. Alright. I'm gonna head down to catacombs. We're gonna trade this ember right quick.
Is that an ember from New London? And a fine ember to be. What do you say? Why not leave it with me? I'll give you a flame to feast your eyes upon. Yes, very well. We'll get these outbounds to work. What was that about?
Alright, so now we dropped it off, we can upgrade our weapons, our fire weapons and stuff, so. Now we go back to Daughter of Chaos. Go ahead and rest there just in case you die, so you don't have to run back. You head back up to Quaylog's domain. We're gonna get back into Blighttown. Talk to Miss Quaylana. Again, try to avoid these big rock dudes if you can. Just steer clear of them. They tend to kind of sneak up on you.
Outstanding. You have done very well. Thank you. I am blessed to have met you. I suppose I can call you a fool no longer. I can hardly thank you enough. Please take this. It is all of me.
Alright, so we got the Fire Tempest. She gives us that for defeating her mother, or also known as a Bed of Chaos, and then her other sister. So, yeah, that's a lot. One of the last pyromancies that people miss a lot is that one, because you have to come back and talk to her, and she gives it to you. But she won't leave the playthrough until you buy all of her pyromancies. So it's very important to upgrade your flame before you buy all the pyromancies. You don't want her to leave you then you can't upgrade your flame all the way to +5 ascended flame. So, like, you see here, we can upgrade it there, but we need 25,000 souls to do so. And she also has a few more items we need to get. So,
No luck. Do not let it bother you.
so she's not going to go anywhere right now, but we do need to take on Laurentis. You can see him over there in the distance. So you just run after him, and he's going to come after you. Drop anything, but whatever. It's alright. Alright, so proceed on to the Great Hollow. Still not sure if we're going to try and get all the items. It's really a lot to get, and they really aren't needed. You don't have to, like, right in here, there's just a bunch of them just like on the trees and stuff. And you don't really need all of them because you can get them, it's like white Titanite chunks and blue Titanite chunks, stuff like that. You could farm easier somewhere else, and trying to get them is just a real hassle, because if you fall, you die, and it's not really worth it. So rest at that bonfire just in case, because you might, if you fall and drop here, you'll want to be able to run back quickly instead of having to come from dodging chaos. So as you can see, like, see that branch down there? There's a body on it with the item. And then we also have the crystal lizards. We'll try to kill those guys with arrows if possible. Actually, we'll let's see. Yeah, let's do this. I don't think you can get to those crystals right there. I think they're, you have to shoot them with arrows. There we go. So, not too bad, not too bad. Like I said, well, we can try to get these items, but I just don't want to fall and die, so, see. Just like that. So. Oh well. But you see what I mean. Like it's real easy to fall and just misjudge where you have to drop to. Oh, I didn't know that guy was there. Grab this real quick. Reload and try to get that other crystal lizard. I didn't know he was right there. Yeah, and be careful of basilisks, like to curse you. Trying to see if I can show you that area that's hard to get by. I think that item right there is probably the hardest to get here. You have to drop down that branch, that little branch. But we'll try to get it. We'll see what happens. We gotta get this one first, though. Blue Titanite chunk. And I thought there was another one. No? think I might have dropped down too far to get it, but there's another. Let's see. Yeah, there's that one, but there's also one that was up here that we needed to get still. I'll try to get this one. There we go. So maybe we can get all of them. That one that I got, I think that's the hardest one to get, but I don't remember for sure. There's so many items in here that's just hard to see them because of where they're located, and you have to be very careful how you go about getting them. So I know you saw that crystal lizard down there. Let's see, where was he? Crystal lizards, items, just everything. Just difficult to get. There he is right there, so. Quit here and kill this lizard real quick. I think one of these lizards drops a titanite slab, and it might be this guy. Well, where'd he go? This is that thing I was telling you about. It's hard to get up right here. When you try to climb out of the Great Hollow, you have to go this way. You have to walk on the air basically to get over there. So we'll try it one more time, see if maybe he just disappeared on us. There we go. Right. So we have that item in the corner to get. Try to drop to it real quick. Cool. That might be all the items in this top area. So we can press on and go down. be careful dropping down to that grassy area because there's more of those basilisks. This is probably like the worst place in the world to get cursed, so. Kind of sneaky too, so you gotta be careful. They'll sneak up on you and try to curse you real easily here, so. Alright, so next part should be a ladder around here somewhere you want to go on. Let's check the area, make sure you don't have any items to get. Alright, yeah, so our ladder's back here. And then there's some more of these basilisks here, so be careful of the curse again. Okay. Maybe it was over here. There's one item over here that is just really, really tough to get. You gotta drop on it just perfectly to get it. I thought it was at one on the top, but it's not. I think it's a different one over here. I may not bother with it, because it's just a real long trek back down here. If we fall, so. Yeah, that one. That's the item that's hard to get right there, that one on the tree. Because you have to fall from right down there, or right up there on top of it, so let me see real quick. Try it here, see if we get it. Wow, we got it. That's cool. That's a tough item to get right there, man. If you're off just a pixel, you'll fall. Yep, just like that. Oh man. Oh well. Oh well, it happens. At least we got the item, so. Our long trek back down though. Okay. Let's see. There's another item on one of these mushrooms down here. I want to make sure I drop to it right. Cause you can, if you drop past the mushroom, you can't come back up unless you homeward and then just come back down. So we want to avoid that if we can. I'm just trying to think of where it's at. So. We're almost out of here. Just got a few more, just a little bit more to go. We're gonna be out of here, but I'm trying to find this item. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. That's the mushroom we need to drop to. Yeah, so if you don't get that, you have to go all the way back up to get it, so... And you don't want that. That sucks. Alright, so this is pretty much the bottom. We have just that little further to go right there. There's all these mushroom guys like in Darkroot Garden, and there's a couple of big ones down here, same as before. But your sword is stronger, so you shouldn't have too much of a time trying to fight them. Look at that. Just one hit on the little guys instead of two, so that's not too bad. I'm not sure how much the big guys take, but maybe 3 hits. No, more than that. Okay, now you can see how much damage they do when they hit you. This guy right here is pretty bugged out. Looks like bugged out a little bit. Okay. All right, and that's the drop down to this is a great hollow, right? And then we're gonna go over here into the next area, Ash Lake. This is our secret area, so to speak. But this is how you get to it and be able to join the Dragon Covenant. Don't drop right here because you just wasted all that time if you do. Be real careful here. Alright, put on our gold anti-ring. We'll light our bonfire over here. And then we have an item to pick up as well. Unfortunately, we used all of our humanities earlier, so we don't have any to kindle the bonfire, which is fine. We don't need to. No big deal. This is also where the second Hydra is. There's He's over there in the water. You probably saw him already. The same deal, you know, get him to come up to you and take out his heads one at a time. They'll probably start shooting stuff at you. But he's not too bad. Get close to him and then just let him do his thing. Gosh, I'm missing so bad. I'm gonna go left this time. I think one more hit ought to do it. No, one more hit. Alright. There's the second Hydra dead. And Dragon Scale. Cool. Alright, this place is really cool, by the way. The music is cool, and just, you can see up into upper Mordran. Maybe some of this area is connected to Firelink Shrine. Not really sure, but some of these trees are really cool, man. Alright. Just the way this area is made, just looks really cool. these guys here, these little crab dudes will run after you, or not crab, clam guys, and they're a good source of twinkling titanite and that curse, the break curse item. They can open their shell and like hit you with it and stuff, so be careful. But sometimes they'll drop it and it'll be inside here. See, triple titanite. So good source of triple titanite. Check out that big skull. That's cool. So if you don't kill that Hydra, he'll jump over this into this other side of the lake and just keep on shooting at you and stuff. So you're best off killing him. He's not too hard, and it just takes a little bit of time and some luck to get those hits. So another item over here. Now this next part is a little tricky. This is one of the miracles that's kind of hard to find. It's just kind of out of the way. You got to be careful of dropping to your death here, or getting cursed by some basilisks. Climb this tree branch right here. There's a basilisk there. Maybe shoot him with an arrow if you can. Maybe he'll fall off. So, and what you want to do is make sure you have your wall correction off. What we're going to do is drop down here, okay? See that little branch sticking out? We need to drop down just on top of it. So just walk off ever so slightly, and you should fall right on top of it. There you go. Anyways, this is going to be a miracle up here that we're going to get. And like I said, it's real easy to miss if you don't know that you drop off that ledge. So, a few more basilisks and a big giant mushroom dude. You can let them guys come up here and eat. Like, you don't have to fight them. Anyway, just drop down. That's all we needed there. Drop down here. And then just out. And that's it. Easy enough. We'll read the miracle here in a minute once we get over here, out of the way. Then we have a couple more of these clam guys here. Looks like he's stuck in the hole. Maybe it's just one clam guy. There you go. Cool. That's pretty much it for the Great Hollow and Ash Lake. We're gonna go over here and talk to the last everlasting dragon and join the Dragon Covenant, and then we're gonna wrap up for the day. So just so you know, your homework is to farm up your dragon scales. Like I said, you need 20. I'll double check that just in a sec before we call it just to make sure that it's 20. But I believe it's 20. Go ahead and grab your bonfire. And we also have that miracle to read. great magic barrier. Miracle of Bishop Havel Rock. Covered body and powerful defense magic coating. Havel Rock, an old battlefield compatriot of Lord Gwyn, was the sworn enemy of Seek the Scaleless. He despised magic and made certain to devise means of counteraction. Alright, so here's the Everlasting Dragon. Let me look real quick. Alright, so I looked it up. You need 30, not 20. So you're going to have to farm a few more. If you haven't used any dragon skills at this point in the game, you should have as many as I do, which is 11. So you have to farm 19 on your own from the drakes. So, like I said, they're not too tough to fight, especially when you got a fully upgraded weapon. But just go down to the entrance to New Londo, and if you want, just make your pathway. Kill the dragons, kill the dark wraiths, try to farm Titanite slabs, and also use that time to level your character, because it's going to give you an entirely huge amount of souls by doing that back and forth like that. So anyways, let's join this covenant and cut the tail, and then we'll call it. So alright, so we got Dragon Headstone and Dragon Eye. Cut this tail. And Dragon Greatsword. This sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, came from the tail of the stone dragon of Ash Lake, descendant of the ancient dragons. Its great mystical power will be unleashed when wielded with two hands. And then we also got the dragon torso, or headstone. Stone imbued with the power of the dragons, right of apostles of ancient dragons, gain head of dragon, emit dragon breath. The dragon apostles seek transcendence of life itself, attainable by transformation into an ancient dragon. This right is only one step, but it cannot be reversed until death. And then we got the Dragon Eye. Online play item. Find a player who has acquired Dragon Scale and invade the player's world to pillage it. Only Covenanter can use the item. An art of the transcendent apostles who pray to the ancient dragons. To be alive is to be vulnerable, and the fiery gods are no exception. The apostles seek another plane of existence which transcends life. Alright, so that's going to wrap us up today, guys. Like I said, farm those dragon scales, and then we'll meet back here for the next episode to upgrade our Path of the Dragon to the next level, and then we'll continue on in our playthrough. Alright? Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, leave a comment if you like, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.